Hey everybody, this is Lorelia coming to you with a video today, which is really a continuation of a video that I did last week where I talked about business credit reports and I talked about how they're not used in the decision to get you business credit or business funding. But I had someone who commented on my channel and they talked about, well, in regards to SBA funding, is or is not business credit reports used? And you know what? My mistake. Let me give some clarity. So when I referenced, I did leave a comment, so you can go back to that video and look at the comment. But the other day when I did the video about business credit and how I talked about it had no decision and you getting business lines of credit or business term loans or what everybody is looking for, business credit with no PG, I totally disregarded SBA funding. And I'm not talking about SBA funding that you get during the pandemic. I call that crisis funding. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you actually getting money for your business that is government backed, and it's backed by the SBA. And if anyone has ever been through that process, 90% of the people who are on YouTube or on the internet trying to get access to funding, business credit with no PG, SBA funding is not what they're looking for. And let me explain to you why. Because SBA funding, number one, is a very strenuous process. It's a process that most business owners don't want to go through. Now, recently, in my group coaching, we do a class every Wednesday. A question came up about SBA funding. And I said, I believe every business owner should literally go through the process. And I also said that the reason why many business owners do not like going through the process to get SBA funding is because it's very strenuous. The most strenuous part that really freaks a business owner out when it comes to SBA funding is the part about the projections. You being able to project how much income your business is going to make. See, it's easy to say, I need funding. It's easy to say, I need funding. I need access to funding. I want money. But what is difficult is you as a business owner looking within your business and really coming up with a strategy on, if I was to get this money, what's going to be the return on the investment? No business owner wants to do that. No business owner wants to do the financials. No business owner wants to do the projections. And so many of them don't want to get SBA funding. So going back to the topic at hand, when I talked about credit reports, exactly as the commenter mentioned on the video, when you are getting SBA funding backed by the government SBA, do they ask for credit reports? Yes, they use the FICO small business scoring credit report. They're not using Dun & Bradstreet. They may be looking at your paydex. But with that being said, that's the only entity that's out there that's going to possibly look at your business credit reports. That's not what people are seeking. That's not what people are looking for. If you did a survey to all the individuals who are out there looking to get business credit with no PG, they're not looking for SBA funding. Don't get me wrong. You know, were there business owners who wanted to take advantage of the crisis funding that took place during the pandemic? Of course. Are there business owners that if a second wave of funding come around, they're going to want to get funding on that? Of course. But what I've told my clients, be very careful. Do not think that the process for you to get SBA funding during the pandemic, which really was nothing. You pretty much, all you had to do was input some information online, and money was deposited in your bank account. It was just a waiting game. That's not how the SBA process goes. If you go and get true SBA funding, whether it's a lending institution, whether you deal with your governmental, SBA office in your state or in your county or in your city, that's a whole different process than what you did during the pandemic. And understand, when you get SBA funding, I'm not talking about crisis, I'm talking about true SBA funding. Your personal credit is looked at heavenly. So once again, we're back to the pink elephant. No one wants to address the pink elephant in the room, the personal credit. So be very careful of information that is being put out there in the marketplace that's, persuading you to think that you're going to get this windfall of business credit, business funding, no PG, and no one is going to look at your personal credit. Because if that's the case, I have the Brooklyn Bridge that I want to sell to you. And of course, that's impossible. I can't sell you the Brooklyn Bridge. So with that being said, I wanted to address that because person commented on the channel. I said, you know what, let me just do a video on it to just get real clear on there. Because I understand that the information that I put out here in the marketplace is very polarizing. Everyone is somewhat saying the same canned tune. The net 30 accounts, the Dun & Bradstreet, paydex score. We're not going to look at your, disregard your personal credit. And I'm going to do a separate video on that because I think a lot of times too many people are spending too much time looking at the wrong target. And that's why a lot of people are not even getting the funding that they want, because their target is wrong. They're looking at the wrong thing. They're looking at the wrong target. But with that being said, if you are somebody who is looking for funding, this is a real quick video. Just wanted to address, like I said, the comment that was on my video the other day about business credit reports. But if you're a real estate investor and you're looking to leverage business credit to be able to invest in real estate, new boy deals, I want you to go to www.helpmegetbizcredit.com. And if you're a business owner and you're looking to get access to credit, business credit, business funding, there'll also be a link underneath this video for those as well. So like I said, quick video to the point. Just wanted to address things. Plan to do some more videos this week to talk about other topics in hand that has to do with credit, personal credit, business credit, funding, what have you, real estate. And until the next video, bye-bye.